Today is February 27th, and I have another message from the aliens. I'm an interdimensional communicator, which means I can talk to angels and aliens and other interdimensional beings. Today is my last day in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Let me share a little bit more of my background with you. Today I've got a slightly different view than yesterday, more pools and beautiful, lush vegetation here in Cambodia. A popular thing to do here is to get up really early in the morning and catch the sunrise over the main temple of Angkor Wat. So, of course, I had to do that, and it was magical. I'll share a couple photos at the end of this video. But first, I've been thinking a lot about rules that have been placed on women in particular. For example, as I walked through the temples, I could not show my shoulders, I couldn't show my knees. There's all kinds of rules about even pregnant women can't go into certain places. So I wanted to ask some questions about that today. I thought it would be a good time to get the aliens' perspective on God's views of gender and sexuality, topics like that. So I went straight to Prime Creator, who reports directly to God. If anyone's going to know what God thinks, it's going to be Prime Creator. So, as usual, I received his message telepathically. I typed it into words on my iPad, checked in with him to make sure I interpreted it correctly, and now his message is ready for you. This is what Prime Creator has to share with us about gender and sexuality, according to God. Today's religions reflect some core truths, but also many lies inserted by corrupt humans with the intention to gain power over others. Angkor Wat Temple was originally built to honor goddess Inanna, also known as Isis. In the earliest days of the sacred site, ancient people worshipped the divine feminine. The lead teachers were women, and the community thrived. This is why there are so many carvings of sensual female forms, despite you being told the temples are of Hindu and Buddhist origin. But patriarchy, fueled by fear, got jealous and threatened by the peace and love so apparent in the communities who worshipped Inanna. They attacked her temple and killed many of her followers, removing what they could and rewriting history to hide the truth of the divine feminine. The rules that are still applied to women today originate from the patriarchal fear of the power of the divine feminine. Patriarchy has also damaged the divine masculine. This is another reason why we are coming to you now. New Earth will return to balance in all ways, including and especially the return of the divine feminine and the healing of the divine masculine. God does not agree that women need to be covered up in holy places, and if monks feel they need to be physically separated from women in order to fulfill their duties, perhaps they should not be monks. God also does not judge any of you for whom you love, how you express that love with your body, or how you express your gender. What matters most to God is that you love with your whole heart. You celebrate that love with your physical body in any way that brings you joy, and that you show the world your true self in any gender expression that feels authentic to you. You should also know that aliens also have relationships that represent the spectrum of sexuality, and it is not uncommon for aliens and other beings to choose a feminine gender as they advance in their growth and healing process. We encourage each of you to reject any part of religion that makes you feel shame about who you are or who you love. The social norms and expectations around gender and sexuality are relics of the patriarchal battles that began with the suppression of the divine feminine. We are coming to you now to restore the balance and to help you see you are a beloved spark of God. There is nothing about your gender or sexuality that could make you any less loved by God. You were created to be exactly who you are, and God loves seeing you express yourself with joy. So that's the message for today. But before I end the video, I want to just share a couple more photos of Angkor Wat, this time at sunrise. The moat around the temple structure creates a reflection of the temple and just such a dynamic view. And with the energy flowing all around, it was truly a magical experience, even though I had to be careful to keep my shoulders covered with my scarf. And with that, it's time for me to head to the airport for my long journey home. I will see you from there very soon.